Ninja, please.
So what is up, you guys? You guys are with your boy FlimReviewer952, and today I am reviewing Total Recall. Right there, Total Recall. I wrote that in. This is probably just like the slip I got at the beginning of preview. Da la 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 la. Tell me where to go and stuff and things. So I saw it May 15th. 2012. It features Colin Farrell, Kate Beckinsale, and Jessica Biel, being directed by Len Wiseman, who also did the first two Underworlds and Live Free Die Hard. If you've seen the original, you will probably kind of already guess what the plot is. Pretty much it's Colin Farrell, who plays Douglas Quaid, and he's like a factory worker. He's bored with his life. He decides to do something new, so he goes down to Total Recall, goes inside the machine, and then all of a sudden cops break into it. Colin Farrell, I don't know where I is, and he takes the gun, shoots them all, and then kind of escapes, tries to figure out more of this life, where he is, what's going on. Now there are some good and some bad. The good, the acting is fantastic. Colin Farrell does a great job as Douglas Quaid. Anyways, Colin Farrell is a fantastic actor. I find him really kind of overlooked in situations, and I think he did a fantastic job. Jessica Biel is, holy shit, hot, and so is Kate Beckinsale. God. Anyways, so both of them, they do a fantastic job. The acting is just really great throughout. Bill Nighy is in this. You got Bryan Cranston. That is another one good. The story. Now the story between the two Total Recalls are different. Okay, Total Recall, the original one, Arnold Schwarzenegger, pretty much the same thing, and then he ends up going to Mars, and it was just like this whole weird thing, you know, cheese fest, way out in left field, you know what I'm saying, but it was still very successful. This Total Recall, it cuts off a little bit of that plot, but it adds in a new feature, and it's so good. Like, the script for this thing, I thought was great. The way how, everything was being played out, it was great. I loved it. Great. The story is compelling, and the visual effects. Now, it's not really fair to be insulting the visual effects, because when I saw it was a test screening. I was the first screening to ever see this movie. So, by me saying anything about the visual effects is going to be a little bit at a disadvantage, because it's not really a thing to say against it, because it wasn't fully all the way done. But what I did see of it, it was great. I mean, creating this whole new city out of just CGI, it's been done so many times before, but this, it was good, you know. It had that kind of dark gritty tone throughout, you know. I like it. It's on its storyline. That's what I was on for. But yeah, there was a lot of good with this Total Recall. The acting was phenomenal, the story was compelling, and the visual effects were spot on with its tone and the seriousness and the direction it was going with, you know. If only one thing I had to say bad about it, because to tell you the truth, I cannot think of anything bad. I mean, it was not slow. I don't think there was a slow part in the movie. It was just it was the beginning. It was 5 minutes, just setting you up the story, blah 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 blah. Ever since Total Recall, it was just action. Oh, describing action. You know, 10-30 minutes of just full on chase scenes and just car races and just on top of a space shuttle. It's insane. Oh my god, it was just I did not feel bored. It goes by really. It's a fast movie, you know. It's a fast movie. If there was one thing, there's plot holes. Plot holes. Now, it's not a big thing, and I'm not just saying that because every movie needs it. There are kind of some plot holes, where he goes into a subway and it's underneath this abandoned city and stuff and things. I cannot get too much. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I have not spoiled anything for you guys. Yeah, it's confusing, and then cops break into that. How did they get in there? It's confusing for plot. It's really hard to describe plot holes, especially for an early screening when barely anybody else has seen it. Anyways, after that, just plot holes compared to the original Total Recall. That's the question. View it as this: for people that liked the original Total Recall, they will like the original one for what it has going. See, it takes the original one, which, like I said before, it was a complete and just utter cheese fest. But it was good, you know. It was nice, you know. It was like classic comedy, you know, going up to Mars, three-breasted women. If you want to know, yes, you got your three-breasted women in the new Total Recall. It's like a homage to the original Total Recall. It takes the idea from the original Total Recall, which had a great idea, and then in this new Total Recall, it actually enforces it and makes it darker, it makes it grittier, and it makes it more serious. That's what I love about it. But this one, I'm not going to say that it's going to take anything away from this new Total Recall. It's going to be like a brother to the original. I loved it. I will definitely buy it when it comes on Blu-ray. I thought it was great. And there was like a scene where it reminded me so much of Bourne Identity, and when you watch it, you will know exactly what I am talking about. Other than that, I absolutely love Total Recall. I think it's going to be the biggest surprise of 2012, because I think that people already kind of started to doubt it lately. Go see it. Definitely recommended. I loved it. You guys have been with Film Reviewer 952, and I will see you guys later.
Film Reviewer 952. Subscribe or I'll kill you.